สวัสดีค่ะขอต้อนรับทุกท่านเข้าสู่ทา Academy แหล่งเรียนรู้ช่องทางใหม่เพื่อการ Up Skill และเสริมสร้างศักยภาพโดยเรียนรู้จากผู้มีประสบการณ์ตรงจากหลากหลายสาขาวิชาค่ะไม่ว่าจะเป็นวิทยาศาสตร์ประวัติศาสตร์สังคมศาสตร์เศรษฐศาสตร์และศาสตร์อื่นๆที่เกี่ยวข้องค่ะวันนี้นะคะทา Academy จัดขึ้นเป็นครั้งที่72แล้วค่ะวันนี้เราจะมากันในรายวิชาวิทยาศาสตร์และเทคโนโลยีฮาลาลค่ะในหัวข้อ Soft Powering of Halal Science Technology and Innovation ค่ะโดยในวันนี้นะคะเราได้รับเกียรติจากรองศาสตราจารย์ ดร.วินัย ดาลัน ผู้อำนวยการผู้ก่อตั้งศูนย์วิทยาศาสตร์ฮาลาลจุฬาลงกรณ์มหาวิทยาลัยให้เกียรติบรรยายไว้ในงาน Thailand Halal Assembly 2022 เมื่อวันที่ 15-16 ธันวาคมที่ผ่านมาค่ะซึ่งทางทา Academy นะคะเห็นว่าเป็นหัวข้อที่น่าสนใจมากๆค่ะก็เลยนำมารีรันให้คุณผู้ชมรับชมอีกครั้งหนึ่งค่ะเป็นว่านะคะทุกท่านน่าจะพร้อมแล้วขออนุญาตนำทุกท่านนะคะสู่การบรรยายได้เลยค่ะ
Thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Further, I would like to thank the organizing committee for giving me a very good opportunity to give a presentation on this stage. Mr. Ihsan Ovud, Professor Din Samshuddin, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My topic today is about the soft powering of halal science, technology and innovation. Dr. Priyakon already mentioned about the role of the soft powering. I think this is very interesting for this year, or even in many few years after that. We better understand the meaning of the soft power, because Thailand going to play a role for the soft powering. I think this is very powerful for the economy and social of the country to move to the future. First thing, I would like to explain about the meaning of Islamic science and halal science. Many years ago, when I present about the halal science in South Africa, I got a question from a professor from Saudi Arabia. What is halal science? Because they understand about the Islamic science, Arab science, but nobody mentioned about the halal science. And if we look at the definition that mentioned in somewhere, Islamic science is a set of traditionally defined religious science. We can find Islamic science in many universities. And relate to the Sharia, relate to the Islamic scholar, aim at the construction and interpretation of Islamic religious knowledges. For the Arabic science, when we mention, it's the science and technology but developed by Arabic speaking people 1,000 years ago. Some people said it's disappeared, or in the current world it's pity. But for the halal science, since it's a coin, this word in Chulalongkorn Lung Korn University, and then we try to find the definition for that. We think that this is the knowledge in field of science technology in accordance with Sharia for the provision of outcome output which non-conflict to Islamic principles. This is very important. I will give some example for that. The second, all the time when we mention about the halal side, many people think narrow about the laboratory assessment. That not all. And then we said that this is a biochemical or chemical knowledge of how to detecting, eliminating, controlling haram substances for authentication and accreditation of halalness of product and services. Time to time they focus on the laboratory. When we discuss about the halal science, many people think about the laboratory. It's not. It's much wider than that. It's all field of science and technology. But we have to go to the way that nothing conflict to the Islamic belief, especially for the Sharia. Halal science, technology and innovation as soft power. Professor Dr. Pakon mentioned already about the soft power, its ability to attract the desire of others willingly without any perceived coercion, as it is a human nature to respond more positively and openly to something when one does not feel any force nor pressure on them. I think we try in Thailand to find the good way to produce soft power. And then we feel for the moment that after COVID-19 nowadays, the soft power of Thailand is quite popular in the global prospect. In this presentation, we try to focus on halal science, technology and innovation. And then we try to demonstrate under several tools of halal developed by Halal Science Center. I will focus only by the role of Halal Science Center at Chulalongkorn University. We will find that we try to use science technology, especially when we connect it with the halal, in order to uplift the quality of the halal product and services from Thailand. But in very near future, we focus for the halal innovation that we're gonna explain to you and try to show some example that we perform in our Halal Science Center in Chulalongkorn University. The Halal Science Center, this is initiated by myself in the year 1994, long time ago, more than 20 years ago. At that time, try to work for the Muslim consumer protection. I used only one single scientific equipment at the Faculty of Allied Health Science at that time. But after 10 years after, in the year 2003, the government have the cabinet resolution on August 13 for the establishment of the Halal Science Laboratory in the Faculty of Allied Health Science, Chulalongkorn University. At that time, I was the dean of the faculty. And the year after, the university have also the resolution for the university to establish the Halal Science Center under university. And then it's behave like an institution under Chulalongkorn University. This is aimed for promoting the country quality and image of halal product and services that Thailand expect to export. And then we hope that finally we can find the good rank for the halal export to the world. We got award from many organizations or even from other country. For example, this is the best award in halal industry that I myself received from the Prime Minister of Malaysia in the year of 2006. In that journal of the Halal Journal of Malaysia, it's mentioned that the Halal Science Center atฬาลงกรณ์ University was the first Halal Science institution in the world. We never claimed and we never realized that. It's mentioned in the journal. And we also got many awards, international and national. For example, I received the very high medal from the King in the year 2006 or 2008. And from the Prime Minister of Malaysia, this is about the halal standardization system. And again, halal standardization received the highest award from the office of the government in the year 2013. And in the year 2020, we received award for the H number. And I myself mentioned that I was named one of the 500 most influential Muslims in the world for 14 consecutive years from 2010 to 2023 or next year. I would like to focus on the Halal Science Center atฬาลงกรณ์ University. We already now have 4 offices in Bangkok. You are welcome to visit our 2,000 square meters of laboratory just behind this building. You cross a small street and then you go to the Halal Science Center. We will have our officer to welcome you to visit the Halal Science Center to see the equipment state of the art that the government provide and the university also provide to our center. This is the something we call HAFO lab. We already have the office in Pattani in the south of Thailand, established in the year 2009. This is they have people there working more than 15. This is the office and also the coordination center for IMTGT Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand Triangle. And we also have the office for digital technology in Chiang Mai, in the north of Thailand, established in the year 2012. This is, you'll find some symposium organized by Dr. Paradon, the director of the center in Chiang Mai, together with his team. And recently, just during this year, we opened the new office in Nakhon Nayok. We have the land, and also we organized to have the farm, organic farm, with the technology of the precision technology. This is developed by our team from Chiang Mai together with the team from Pattani and Bangkok. We have the place, and then we will have some guests to visit the place on Saturday. If you like to visit, then tell us. You can join. Okay, I will show the role of science and technology for improving the quality of the halal products and services throughout. This is only for food in my food manufacturing process throughout the supply chain. Sometimes we call value chain. From the beginning, the preparation of the raw materials until to the hand of the consumer, you find the role of the science technology. For example, for the innovation of halal feed, for the replacement for masbouh ingredients. Sometimes we found something in doubt. Whether we can use it, then we reject and try to find the replacement. This is the role. Drafting the halal standard. Then you find here the halal standard. This is just a paper. The standard is just a paper. Mentioned about how to organize to have the genuine halal products. But the paper, the problem is how the people practice for implementing this document in the factory. This is the question. Then we have the halal standardization. This is more important. For the halal standardization, you'll find they must start from the beginning to the end. Then we have to play from the beginning to the end. This is the role for the halal scientists to help ulama. We work like in the operation room. The scientists consider themselves as the nurse. The ulama is the physician. Then the duty of the scientist just to give the right tool to the ulama. This is the way we work. Then this is the halal standardization is the process of implementing technical standard in practical way for producing food, cosmetic and other kind of the product. You see, this is the way we work for halal science. And then I will give you, this is we developed in Halal Science Center since the year of 2004. Then you'll find this is the halal standardization system that we call HALQ. Stand for Halal Assurance Liability Quality System. This is for multiply for 6 man-day. It means that we spend 3 months or time to time. Now we can shorten to 2 months. But at the beginning, at the first year, we have to spend 2 years. Now we can shorten into 2 months. This is our progress. And from the year 2004 to 2021, we already implement the system in 17 factories, covering 154,448 employees. This is a huge project. Yeah. And we got award from this HALQ standardization. We got award HALQ from Prime Minister Malaysia 2006, from Thai government in 2013, and for the H number we got from the Thai government in 2020. As I mentioned, you see from the first phase, this is a document preparation. This you have to give and explain, to give a knowledge to the worker in the factory about the understanding of the preparation, and we prepare for questionnaire, material, mechanism, and monetary system. Explain to them. And this is for the first phase. And the second phase, we give a presentation in class for the training Sharia practice four hazard: physical, biological, chemical, and very important, haram. Haram. And then after we go to the factory in practice, then we have to find, eliminate, and quarantine the haram critical control point by using H number. This is they have the two critical control: animal-based critical control and haram. All together, they have to go hand in hand. We use the H number book. I will explain to you how to produce H number. And we use laboratory. We have more than 200 pieces of state-of-the-art scientific equipment. You can visit our laboratory. And we develop the soap. It's not really soap, it's clay, 8 kind of clay. We can finally produce, this is for najis cleansing. Yeah. And finally, we go to the last phase. This is the audit for the evaluation, Sharia, scientific approval, and exam. And then the factory is ready for accreditation by Central Islamic Council of Thailand. Our work have done. The next step is have the responsibility of Central Islamic Council of Thailand. This is a halal science laboratory. We call it Halal lab. It's ISO IC 12025 2017, the year of the 2017, accredited for all lab that we provide the service. Not only one lab. For DNA, for chemical, for alcohol, for fatty acid. They already accredited for ISO IC 12025. And we also have the ISO for 9001 2008. We already have done the analysis for nearly 200,000. We provide the service. You see, 2,000 square meters of lab and 185. We have all Muslim scientists. Luckily, we have in the past one non-Muslim scientist. We are okay. That's very good because some people come to us whether we are non-Muslim, we can work here at the Halal Science Center. I said yes. Unluckily, within 3 months, she came to me and asked to be Muslim, convert. Then finally we don't have, we don't no more non-Muslim scientists. They all became the Muslim scientists. We already have done the analysis for 188,731 sample. This is a big work for from 2024 to this year. And then this is some of the equipment we have and also the service that we provide. This is the atmosphere. You may envy me, surrounded by beautiful ladies. This is during 2 years, we developed many techniques, especially for the DNA. This is the technique for multiplex haram animal analysis. This is the next generation multiplex. For example, about the high resolution melting analysis, ion torrent personnel genome matching PGM. This is very good technique, very good technique. compared to real-time PCR. This is much better, but it's so complicated, not very easy to use. And then we just developed the strip test for nucleic acid lateral flow. And then this is also for the real-time PCR, digital doublet PCR, ddPCR, and LCQ trap, MSMS. I think many of us are scientists, and then may be so interested to visit, or even if you're a scientist, you're welcome to have some training at the Halal Science Center here. And recently in October, 2 scientists from the Halal Science Center sent for CMIC 2022 training course of DNA advanced analysis to 30 African scientists from 13 countries at Uganda University. Just this one, Dr. Hamida and Miss, you may show yourself. Together, they are both. They were sent by CMIC as the representative of CMIC for giving a training in Uganda. That is mean that we love to be something like a laboratory center providing services to all Muslim countries. Okay, come back to the soft power. The good sample for the soft power for us is the plant-based food. They mention many times about the plant-based diet as the green economy. Green economy that we all know that aim for sustainable development by reducing environmental risk and ecological scarcity, and that aim without degrading the environment. It means that if nothing affect to the environment. If we finally choose from meat and other animal product to plant-based, it means that we can reduce carbon footprint. This is very important. Can reduce carbon footprint and mitigate climate change, as well as improving human health. This is very important. That's why many scientists all over the globe try to develop plant-based diet. And plant-based diet sometimes it can be considered as the halal. Then we try to use our technology that we develop here in for the plant-based. And then plant-based food is the good example for green economy. This is the answer. But many people confuse that plant-based diet is vegan. Some people think plant-based diet is halal. It's not. And we going to prove. Vegan diet, okay, is eliminate all animal-based ingredient of. But some people may know, if we like to have the plant-based diet, it means that we still have the behavior of the animal-based consumer. We consume, and we still fix in the taste of the animal. It means that finally we try to find the ingredient, the right ingredient to add and make the plant food to have some characteristics similar to the animal. Many animal-based found in plant-based diet. We have to consider that sometimes we can find gelatin, whey, casein, natural flavor, carmine. This is all from animal-based. They come from animal-based. And we never realize because we cannot find with our naked eye. Very important. And Halal Science Center found 186 number ingredients employ porcine enzyme. During their preparation, I will show the example. Thus, plant-based diet properly contain animal-based ingredient, and we try to find the solution. We raise the problem, but as a scientist, we have to find the solution, and we offer H number as a right answer for genuine halal and vegan product. This is the way how to develop the H number. I will have all slide here, and you can find in our program. I will give to and provide to all of you after. You find all raw material regularly used in the halal food manufacturing process in Thailand, only in Thailand. We have 320 ingredients among 348 that we use in the food factory in Thailand. We finally decide to check 320 ingredients. This is, if it's halal, okay, use it. If it's haram, try to find the replacement and have its H number. And this is the way finally we can find 116 mashbuh, and we have to separate. If finally have a certification from Islamic organization, I mean the trusted, then we have to find the review literature to ensure whether it's halal, is real halal or not halal. If there is no halal, finally we have to find, normally we use our HAFO laboratory analysis in our Halal Science Center here. And this finally, you see, 188,731 analysis that finally be how to explain to the ulama to understand science, technology in ingredient step by step. The first ingredient we spent 3 hours. Genuine halal or vegan. This is the answer for the food industry, for the H number. This is a good example. It's happened in Indonesia in the year 2001. It's about the taste enhancer. The taste enhancer, disodium iodate 631. This is a disodium inositate. It produced from tapioca by bacterial fermentation. They use broth solution enriched with the protein from soybean, all halal. But for hydrolyzing this protein, they use porcine pancreatic enzyme. That's the point. That's the point. But during the process, they have the massive creasing first. Also, they have the chemical structure transformed. You see, normal enzyme. Can we consider is istilah of Islamic organization or ulama to explain to them? But Finally, even the ulama fatwa that this is halal due to the concept of istilah or istihala. The point is that the consumer not accept. And it gives the opportunity for the halal scientists to work. Finally, after they realized that this is a big problem for the Muslim community, they said, there is another way, much cheaper, by using bacteria. Now they have a chymozyme. You see, they develop even cheaper, and the people in the factory. And we found not only some kind of product from that enzyme. You see. Another it just happened is about this is halal matter in for thoracic economy. This is for vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine. The problem is happened in Indonesia and also in Thailand. Just during this year and last year. You see, this is a COVID, and finally we have the vaccine. Vaccine, the ulama, the fatwa council of UAE, together with Singapore and other country, fatwa, this is darurah. Even it's produced by haram, it's darurah, it's essential. We have to use it for protecting our life. Darurah. But for the process, they use enzyme or plant or bovine, then we have to consider whether the trypsin it come from the halal source. Anyway, and they use, for example, finally if they use porcine, they have the massive aqueous cleansing process together with chemical structure transforming. The problem halal scientists have to answer and explain to ulama whether it's istilah or istihala. We have to explain. You see, but finally the consumer not accept. Even we try to explain, the consumer not accept. This is the opportunity for halal scientists to work closely together with ulama to solve the problem. And finally, we discussed with some physicians, they said no more porcine enzyme, no more porcine trypsin. But we must have the people to discuss with the ulama. Fasalu ala zikri in kuntum la ta'lamun. If you don't know, ask the one who know. The point, who is the knower? The society have to produce the knower for giving the answer to the ulama. That the halal scientists. And then this is an algorithmic design that we work in the Halal Science Center. Okay, if we would like to produce H number, we decide. This is the way, I will not explain. And this is a halal platform. Then you will discuss with Dr. Paradon, he's here. Yeah, many programs developed by our Chiang Mai office. This is for the halal standardization by HALQ. And the second is halal certification by Central Islamic Council of Thailand. But after, as mentioned in slide of Dr. Pakon Priyakon, very important, digitization. Digitization or digitalization, as you may say. Here, digitization. Then finally we have the halal certification. Then we digitalization. And we develop the program for that. We have the Sphere platform. Sphere stands for the System Protocol for Halal Electronic Resource Exchange. Then we connect all stakeholders here in this sphere. and finally produce and also have the work closely with the business incubator of halal product and finally it go to this way. This is a Thailand halal Thailand Diamond Halal. This is a cabinet resolution on the year 2015 proposed by the Halal Science Center together with the Halal Standard Institute of Thailand and the Central Islamic Council of Thailand. We work closely together among three organizations. And the cabinet resolution also on How Plus. How Plus is the digitized form of How Q. And finally, we offer for the second S curve, for the second S curve. For the government, it's about the Diamond Halal blockchain. Cabinet resolution on September 2019. This is we have the cabinet resolution for developing halal blockchain. Then now we are working and we working closely with some private company in Malaysia, also in Indonesia to develop this. We need the collaboration. We need the collaboration because we have a 10 company, 10 plant, 10 manufacturing, not enough. It's not enough. We need plenty of the collaboration. Then finally, this is we going to making a brand halal mark, and this is halal science technology for as a soft power. And now we are developing. We just discussed with the people from the Ministry of Tourism of Thailand. We develop already halal route. Very important. The most important is the consumer, the user. Finally, we have the program how to give to the consumer to use. This is the platform that we develop, and we hope it will be finished. Okay. I will show. This is a very good example. We just received 2 days ago award. The Honorable Mention Award. During APEC 2022 Summit in Bangkok, you may heard about that. They have the contest they call APEC Future Food for Sustainability. And Halal Science Center sent one team for the competition. You see, this is a plant-based egg fast, holy. You see this. This is the team from the Halal Science Center. She's my daughter. Yeah. Daughter, her husband. They work together. Yeah. And produce plant-based product and go to the contest. 2018 teams. They select only 21 teams, and we pass to that final group. And finally, just announced that we won among 21 last group. For 1 minute, this is our office, new office in Nakhon Nayok, Muhammadiyah Foundation. We have a Muhammadiyah Foundation there. This is for R&D, for halal innovation, and also the school for introducing knowledge to the community. There are several representatives of our community here. We have the piece of land and another land donated by private sector, not so far from here. Donate to us. We're going to have the farm for organic and plant-based diet production. Never forget, tonight we're going to have cruise trip. Don't forget to bring your clothes warm enough. This is December. It's a cold weather, and also it's windy. Hope that you all are going to be enjoy the trip during tonight dinner. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Thank you.
ค่ะการบรรยายก็เสร็จสิ้นเป็นที่เรียบร้อยแล้วนะคะเชื่อว่าทุกท่านน่าจะได้รับความรู้และความเข้าใจในเรื่องของ Soft Powering มากขึ้นค่ะและกลับมาพบกับทา Academy แหล่งเรียนรู้ช่องทางใหม่การ Up Skill และเสริมสร้างศักยภาพค่ะโดยในครั้งหน้านั้นจะเป็นหัวข้อเกี่ยวกับอะไรนั้นสามารถติดตามได้ผ่านทาง Facebook Fanpage ของศูนย์วิทยาศาสตร์ฮาลาลจุฬาลงกรณ์มหาวิทยาลัยค่ะวันนี้นะคะก็ขออนุญาตลาทุกท่านไปก่อนนะคะและกลับมาพบกันใหม่ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ